Hey, good evening. How is everyone? I'm good. I'm good. So, um, welcome to CupFul, the evening edition. I was sitting and some things just started to drop in my spirit, and I just wanted to share it. And I know some of you say, "Oh gosh, she talked about the same stuff." It's really not the same stuff. Some of it is. It's just worded differently, but I just got to give it as it's downloaded to me as I feel God has given it to me. So I want to come on here and just say that sometimes there's a season of you. There is a season where it's just you. Um, I'm just gonna read what I wrote. Sometimes it's not the time to turn up, link up, chit chat. It may seem rude to some people, but when God needs to talk to us, He'll silence us. And that's men and women. That's men and women. Sometimes we don't understand why we feel isolated. Now, see, again, when I say stuff, I have to give disclaimers like, I'm not a licensed psychologist or anything. I just say what I feel. I speak from what I experience and the things that God has given me. So, and yeah, sometimes God will remove things from you if it's like taking up a lot of your time. He'll just isolate you, be it for I don't know how long that season or that time frame is, for you just to get away, clear your mind, and spend time with Him. Um, now half the time we don't understand it. I've always been a type person like I'm um I'm just now becoming more of a people person, if I could say that. But there are times, and I know it now, when God will pull me away, just like, okay, no, not now. Just go by yourself, go and pray. Um, because y'all know we are spirit, right? We just walking around, and the bodies, the men and women. See, and then that part comes in what you believe. So, from my point of view, I'm saying we are spirit. There is something in us deeper than just we're just walking around as humans and we live in this life. There is a spiritual factor that we tap into, that I've tapped into, where um, but the spirit dwells, and we're mind, body, soul, spirit. Some people say soul and spirit the same thing, and you have to nurture that, and that's growth. um, Everybody has their own definition for spirit and soul, but my definition is God. Like, how you believe in God? How you know God is real? How you know Jesus is real? Why you even believe in that? I say, um in the morning the sun comes up. At night, evening, the sun goes down, the moon comes up. Who's doing that? I've said several times, you go to the ocean, to the beach, all that water, and nothing is holding it back. Hmm. Look at how you and I got here. We were just a minute little thing. Then we grow into full grown men and women. If that's not a God, look at yourself. You looking at me with eyes that did nobody create that. To me, that's a God factor. That's a Jesus factor. Okay? So yeah, we are spirit. When you tap into your spirit, there is a different realm of living. And I felt I've lived in the other realm. Now it's time to tap into something else. Okay, I got off into something else, but here we go. Um, there is more depth to who we are. We are deeper than that. So when you find yourself at a point in life where you say, okay, there's got to be more. There's got to be more than this. There's got to be more than I'm just going to this job. And there's got to be more than I'm just doing this every day. There's got to be more. It is time to tap into another level of yourself. There is, I've heard doctors say, there is a part of your brain that you have never used. That's the type I want. I want experiences like that. I want to use the whole other side of my brain that I have yet to use. That's why I'm just channeling my energies and starting stuff. Hey, I mean, it's not just off random so top of my head, but if I say I think I can do that, I'm gonna try it. That's where I am right now. Because who knows what's going to take off? You don't know unless you try. Because I realize there is so much more to me. And I got to dig deeper. You've got to dig deeper. We're around here scratching surfaces thinking we're doing something. Honey, what you think you're doing ain't even it. You have just scratched the surface of what God has for you. I am just now cracking and getting a peek into what I believe God has for me. And even what I can imagine He wants greater. And I wrote, self-care is more than just mani-pedis, manicures, pedicures, hair and nails, resting and hanging out. Those are good things to do. But self-care is also prayer, meditation, working out. I've been doing more of that. Reading and quiet time. Writing. Those are forms of self-care. Just taking the time. You know what? Nah, I can't go. I just don't feel like it. You don't have to make a big announcement. Just know if you feel in your spirit, you feel it within you. People are like, oh, you try to be so deep. No, I'm not. I'm just talking. I'm just talking, and this is just what it is. If you be true with yourself, you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, tap into your spirit and then that next part of you. Because I know some of you listening to me, you're just like, okay, yeah, I do need to do something different because this is just, it's got to be more than this. And am I saying this is easy? No. Doing something different, stopping your normal routines, what you have grown accustomed to, it's not easy. It's a difficult transition. But when you allow God to help you, it becomes easier and easier every day. It can be done. I'm not telling you something that I have not done. I'm not telling you something from a book I read. I'm telling you this because I'm living it. Like my niece said, I'm living this in real time. So yeah, again, you don't have to announce it that, that this is what I'm doing, this is what I feel. Because if you go to somebody asks you something like, no, the Spirit is leading me, unless you have those type of friends, nah. Yeah, unless you have those type of friends, you can't go to them like, no, it's the season of me. Maybe you can. But yeah, it's not something you have to announce. Just pull yourself back. Hey, what Maxine Waters say? Reclaim your time. It's nothing wrong with reclaiming your time. Because guess what? You and I, we can't pour from empty cups. If you keep pouring from an empty cup and you steady giving and you're not taking the time to pour back into you, you're going to dry up. You're going to dry out. And 9 times out of 10, what you're pouring into others is not going to be the same return. So you have to know to pull away, replenish yourself. Just get quiet. Write down your thoughts. Write down your plan. What's your plan of action? If you're married, if you got a boyfriend, and this is another reason why I believe when the Bible talks about being unequally yoked or being compatible with somebody, because if you really start trying to do this and you're dating or you're married to somebody who don't understand, they become upset like, okay, what in the world are you talking about? What you mean season you? This is us. We're in this thing together. Yeah. The person you are with has to be like, okay, you know what? I get it. Okay, you go ahead and do what you have to do for you, because I know if you're doing it for you, you're doing it for us. Don't make sense? Yeah. Made sense to me too. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you all this evening. Feel like I'm about to lay it down. It's been a long day. It's been a good day though. But you know that sometimes there is a season of you. There's a time of you when you just got to pull away. Be by yourself. See what God is saying. See what's next. Get you a strategy. Get you a plan. But yeah, I've been talking for 10 minutes. But I'm out on this marvelous Monday evening. Know that I love you, but God loves you more. And until next time, this has been CupFul. I'm Felicia, and I'm out.